Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this Invictus TT 420. And I tell you what, based on the photos, you would never imagine the cool tricks and features this boat withholds and the detail that this boat has. Come with me and let's take a look. We're starting our walkthrough all the way from the aft deck, and this one is actually powered by Yamaha 425 outboard engines, which you can obviously see, and it reaches speeds up to 50 miles an hour. And while this is cool, I think what this boat excels at best is all the features it has once you're at the anchor in a beautiful, perfect place as we are right now. All the way, you have obviously a nice big sunbed, which you can easily fit 3-4 people laying down over here, no problem whatsoever. I love the finishes everywhere, and it's a contrast. It has contrasting stitching, orange stitching, which is great. And underneath, this whole thing opens up, and you have an oversized tender garage or toy storage, however you would like to call it, underneath, which is fantastic. Keep all your toys at. And when I mentioned earlier about details on this boat, it really has them everywhere. Oftentimes, boats have latches for your shower and for your faucet controls. This one has a shower over here, and the way it works is you pull this whole thing up, and this itself is a shower. So the lid is the top of the shower, which is super nice, very high-end finishes, Italian brand. By the way, Invictus is an Italian brand. Gives you an idea why this boat looks as good as it does. As we keep walking, obviously both sides, you have nice gates, so you can keep all your kids or pets secured, then nobody's gonna fall off. And also what you do have is flush mounted speakers and RGB deck lighting. So if you wanna have a nice mood at nighttime, you can obviously have that. As we keep walking towards the midship now, you have this very nice hardtop, which is super wide, giving you plenty of shade while you wanna lounge over here, or while you're having maybe a cocktail or a bite to eat. Talking about the hardtop, you have RGB lighting at the top, so you can match that color with your deck lighting, or you can obviously have a different color. And you also have spotlights, which point towards the dining table below. So at nighttime when you are eating, you can make sure that all your food is visible even during the darkest hours. Very nice backrest. Everything has super nice finishes. These metal latches over here, just adds to the whole feel to the thing. And what's neat is, most of the time you would end up using this boat by having 2 separate tables. But if you do have a bigger audience with you, what you can do is you can unfold these tables just like this. And now you have an even greater area for entertainment and having meals at. Plus, when you keep the left side of the panel up, you have an easy access to all your cup holders. And if you do want to extend the table, you can do that now. If you put all the sides down, you can see how much space you have across the board. Now, it's nice to have the tables up, but you might sometimes want to have these tables down, maybe like a little cocktail table. For that, on both sides, on starboard port side, you have these buttons, which you can use to put the tables up and down, just like this. Look at this now. So now, what you can even do is you can put a cushion on top, and you can have this whole area as an additional sunbed. How cool is that? As we keep walking, you have this very nice column that holds the whole hardtop in place. Obviously, it's connected to the front as well, making sure that you're fully protected from the wind and from the little drizzle that you might get from Miami, but we'll come back to that. What's neat is you have this very nice galley facing aft, which is often something that you don't see, which means you can be very nicely engaged with the people on the boat while you may be doing some dishes or maybe preparing your food. You can easily talk with everybody. You don't have your back towards them. And it has a faucet well, this faucet is nice. What you can also do is you can lift this whole thing up, and now you have even easier access to the water below it. Obviously, hot water control here as well. And you can extend it by just lifting this lid up, or you can use it as a cutting board to prepare your meals. On the other side, or on your port side, you have a cover. So when not in use, this thing is nicely covered up. And when you lift it up, you have 2-burner cooktop, which I can imagine that if you do want, you can easily put a barbecue over here. So a Kenyan barbecue, making sure that if you want to do burgers or hot dogs, you can easily do that as well on your boat. Underneath, you have, this boat's brand new, by the way. So brand new, it still has stickers on. You have a nice fridge. It's a big size fridge to keep all your drinks at. And by the way, this boat is so brand new that it's listed for sale on YachtWay.com. So if you want to explore this boat in 3D, make sure to visit the link down below. And next to your fridge, right underneath the cooktop, is an ice maker. So once again, lift this whole thing up, and you have an ice maker down below, so you can make sure that your drinks stay cool while at anchor. And you also have a 110 outlet plug over here, so if you want to plug in a Vitamix or anything, you can easily do that. And what's neat is you can use this part to keep your Vitamix on as well. Very nicely laid out. And that's not it. There's more. You have storage right below. More storage. And did I say storage? So you have even more of that right behind the helm seat as well. I like how they've really utilized every single nook and cranny on this boat, making sure that you can store away everything that you need to while you're having fun on the water. It's not often that you can see nicely finished helm seats on boats. Oftentimes they're just generic off the shelf. Not these. I mean, look at these stitching and the contrast stitching. Everything is so nicely done. Plus all the metalwork that is, I mean, often in places that you don't really even see it. But once you start looking at it, it just makes this boat so much more premium. You see, she's listed for sale on YachtWay.com. What you can do is you can just come in over here. You can click on virtual tour and you can explore this boat in full 3D. I mean, there's no other platform where you can actually do that. By the way, if you are a yacht owner and your yacht is currently listed for sale somewhere, make sure you tell your broker that they should list it on YachtWay, because there is no better place where they should sell your boat at. Now, let's get to the helm station, because a lot of you are going to like to be here. First of all, the steering wheel is very nicely finished. I like the leather texture of it. And you have this like a diamond insert over here. I mean, this is like bling bling on steroids, you know? But very nicely finished once again. You have dual 16-inch Garmin monitors, bow thruster, Yamaha joystick, obviously your trim tabs, your autopilot controls, and obviously your throttle controls on your right-hand side as well. Great view out, all your light controls right here. And if you feel like, you know what, I don't want to maybe stand up, you can easily put these backrests down, and now it becomes a proper seat. They're on a harder side, but it does give you very good support while sitting over here. Easy access to your VHF. And if you think now, you know, it's great, nice windshield, a lot of protection, but every once in a while, I do want to get a little bit wind on my face as I cruise. I agree with you. And you know, Invictus guys have agreed also, because what you can do is, with a push of a button, this whole front part opens up and you get plenty of air that comes in as you cruise around. And what you can do is, if you don't want to have it too much, you can obviously adjust it. So now you want to leave it maybe out only 70%, or maybe you just want to have it out 5%. You can adjust it whatever way you like it, which is really, really nice. What's also nice is you have this good armrest over here. So if you want to drive with one-handed, cruise around the Miami skyline, what a comfortable place to be. And also, if you think, well, where am I going to keep all my phone and maybe my wallet? Here. Right underneath, they have a very nice storage And it also has a USB plug inside, so you can easily charge your phone while you're on the go. Very nice. And you also have a cup holder, so you can make sure that your drink can rest over here. Super nice finishes. And I like these triangle windows on the sides. And also the leather color look finish extends out over the helm section as well. Very, very nicely finished. Not to mention, of course, the footrest. So if you want to maybe sit a little bit higher to see even more out, you can very nicely rest your legs over here, and works same way while you have the seat all the way down. Yeah. Now, if you're lucky to be a passenger on this boat, obviously you can, same thing, you can stand up, look out, very cool. You can, same thing, put the seat down, sit like a normal person. But you may wonder, well, you know, they have footrest over here. I feel like I'm a little bit cut out from the fun. Well, not to worry, because underneath you have an additional step. So now you can have the footrest as well. Again, great attention to detail. Everything is really well thought out, and everything is very nicely laid out. Not to mention, the passenger also has their own little cubby over here to keep maybe sunscreens or phones, whatever they need. And again, has a USB plug over here as well, which you can use to plug in your cell phone. And from the details of the helm seats, we will carry on to the details of the fenders. There are very few companies who put as much attention to details for fenders than they do for everything else on the boat. Okay, let's bring these puppies closer over here, because you need to see this stuff. Number one, look at this, very nicely finished. This is the same leatherish texture. Has a contrast stitching. You have a soft wool background, so you don't damage the hull of the boat. And they're not just sitting over here like this, but you want to add more protection to the hull, so you can extend them out to even longer. How cool is that? I can guarantee there's no other boat that has details like this. And I can guarantee there's no other YouTube channel than YachtWay that actually brings you all these details. So why don't you take a break and click that subscribe button down below so you can see all our videos in the future as well. I'll wait. Great, thank you very much. Okay, we'll continue with details. As we walk to the bow, obviously you have very high gunwales, so it gives you a lot of protection as you walk around the boat, hence the name walk around. And you also have nice grab rails. I like the shape of these grab rails. And obviously you have a very nice teak at the top as well, adding that extra nice yachty feeling. Leather panel comes all the way to the top, which is neat because it has two functions to it. Well, maybe three. One of them is it has the model name written right here, and it has windshield wipers hidden underneath, tucked away, so you don't see them when you don't need to. And also has very nice speakers. I don't think I've ever seen speakers that are so nicely integrated into the leather cushions. And of course, 3 cup holders on either side, giving you 6 cup holders just at the bow. Again, nice grab rail over here, so if you want to hold yourself on as you're cruising around, you can easily do that. And a sunbed easily fits 2 people. Now, what's neat about this sunbed, it's not just a sunbed. Once you lift the bow part of the sunbed, voila, just like this, you now have a chase lounge bed. And if you think, yeah, but your legs are so uncomfortable, I agree with you. That's why they have made extra support for the legs. So now, I mean, come on, this is perfect. So you have both. You have a sunbed and you have a chase lounge facing forward as well. Haven't seen that one before. Very cool, unique feature. And if you do want to rinse yourself down while you're sitting at the bow, you have an access to your shower over here. With the push of a button, you can make sure you cool yourself down whenever needed. So as we walk down now into the Invictus TT 420S, first thing, steps. They're not just steps that are rectangulars. They've made them a little bit angled to save space and give you more space as you walk up, which would mean that you would have to take the first step with your left foot, then right, left, right, and you come down the same way. Left, right, which is Great, a lot of space over here. Electrical panel for all your systems, hidden away, and I mean very clearly laid out. I don't think there's anything too complicated about it. Also has a stabilizer, quick stabilizer X10, and you also have an additional fridge. This is no normal fridge. This is truly an oversized fridge. I mean, just look at this, huh? This is humongous. This is my hand. Yeah, look how big it is. Now you might wonder, wow, this is great. Clapping your hands, huh? Me too. Check this out. You also have a proper freezer. Oh, you know, during the Miami days, I kind of want to fit inside over there. You cannot fit a human inside that freezer. But plenty of space to keep all your drinks cool at. And I like that it has this proper bolt-in lock so it doesn't rattle or open up. Nice storage right underneath, so you can keep all your things stored away at. I also like that you have windshield on both sides, giving you a lot of natural light that comes in. All these nice little cushions, you can throw them. I mean, you can arrange this whatever way you like it, which is great. And behind these pillows, you also have light controls, power outlets, and USB-C outlets. I love that the AC system in this boat is actually mounted right underneath, and you gotta love how much cool air that comes out from here. Now, while this is a very nice U-shaped seating area over here, you can do a couple things with it. Number one, you can take this plug off and you can put a pole inside and then make a table over here. What you can also do is put this table all the way down, and this becomes a proper size bed, which you can use for overnighters. Now, talking about overnighters, you also have plenty of storage underneath over here. This one has all your battery systems and your battery kill switches hidden away over here. And this is also where your leg is for the table, which you can then use. Now, you also have a second cabin for your guests, which is all the way to the aft now. As you walk down, you have a nice grab rail. Again, this grab rail is very nicely finished with leather all around and nice stitching in the back. As you come down, once again, you cannot stand up over here, but plenty of room once you're here. You have a nice storage space over here. Not just a storage, what you can actually do is you can extend out this whole area and make it as a one big bed. So if you want to have a one queen size bed, or this would be a king size bed, you can easily do that. Storage on both sides, windows on both sides, and plenty of light all around, which is great. And obviously you have your power outlets, so if you want to charge anything, you can do that in the back over here as well. And of course, you have your AC and storage panel access as well. Now, while you are down here, oftentimes people think, well, there should be some kind of a curtain or something to add extra privacy between the two cabins. This boat very much has it. Voila. So now you have this curtain to separate two rooms. Don't see it oftentimes, but again, great attention to detail. Really well thought out, the whole boat. Talking about well thought out, let's head to the bathroom. Now, the first thing before we even open the door is the door handle. On both sides, you have very nice leather finishes, stitching in the back, so while you're holding onto it, it feels premium. The leather doesn't stop here. And that I have not seen this on, I don't know, 100+ foot boats. To stop the door from swinging, usually they have like a magnet clamps to stop it. This boat has leather pulls at the top to stop the door from banging against anything. Look at this. This is bananas. I have never seen this. And it's hard to surprise me with boats because I've been on so many of them now. This is a pleasant surprise to see. And here you have a nice bar over here to hold your towels. Sink right below. Obviously fresh water that comes out. Leather pulls underneath the cabinet storage here, with obviously the toilet paper holder as well. So it's not there when you don't need it. It has a dry head. Nothing to talk about over there. Also has plenty of headroom. 6'1" by the way. It has a toilet. Nobody likes to see toilet on the boat. Check this out. So you have, once again, a leather pull you can pull this whole thing down, and now the toilet is hidden. How cool is that? And it's not just hidden, you can use it even as a bench if you want. This is nice. This is really nice. Let's talk. Let's keep talking. 42-foot boat, plenty of headroom above your shower, has a dry head, and obviously you have a handheld shower. What would be nice, easy to add, I would imagine from the production, is rain shower. So rather than holding this, you could easily have a big blade rain shower over here. And you also have a shelf to keep all your, you know, if you want to put the shampoo, soaps, whatever, you can store away. And a nice floor finish so you don't slip over here while you're taking a shower. Great interior. Well, the only thing left to do now is to take this Invictus TT 420S out and see how it performs on the water. I can already see that this boat has reached the max speed of 52 miles an hour by someone before me, which is encouraging number to see. Great view out. First thing that I noticed is, you know, I mentioned while we were at the anchor that this is a great way to get the wind in while you're cruising. And I tell you, it makes a huge difference. Like right now, I opened it up just, 20%, and it's such a cool air that comes into my face as you're cruising. And whenever you're doing longer cruises, easily put it down, and it's quiet as a whistle over here. Absolutely incredible. And the torque on this boat is super incredible. I'll put the roof down because you get less wind in the microphone. But let's just try out how she performs. I do like that you can stand up, gives you a great view out. Soft landing, little bit of a chop, very nicely chops and goes through it. Very, very nice landing. Put it in. I tell you what, there's nothing better than seeing the Miami skyline coming at you. Alrighty, we're doing 44 miles an hour. Very comfortable. Wow. You're in 97 gallons per hour, and we have 165 gallons of fuel. We'll put some numbers over here on the screen how big the fuel tank is, so you can tell more or less how far you can take this thing. But I mean, no problem whatsoever. Doing 45 miles an hour. Yeah, I mean, goes through the chop, no problem. Nothing rattles on this boat. Let's put some, adjust some trim over here. Okay. Let's see what we can get out of her. This is great. Totally comfortable, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, that's what you have to keep in mind when you're driving an outboard. You have to adjust your engines. Oftentimes, you know, IPS boats, they do it on their own, but this one, you have to do it for the 49.6. I imagine if we keep playing over here, we can easily get to 50 miles an hour, not a problem at all. I mean, it's not a performance boat, but you have a speed as of a mini performance boat, which is fantastic. Voila. This was a full, thorough walkthrough of the Invictus TT 420S. If you want to buy this or any other yacht, then visit YachtWay.com. It is the most modern yacht listing website in the entire world. If you enjoyed the video, then hit the like button. If you want to see more YachtWay, then hit the subscribe button down below. And as always, if you have any comments, suggestions, or ideas, leave them in a comment box down below. As always, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Cheers. A shower, which you just pull out from here. Have an access to your shower over here with the push of a button. You can make sure you cool yourself down whenever needed.